So first of all, congratulations to everyone with AMC. I know a lot of people are holding this. They refuse to sell. The apes are just holding. And they're going to sell at 100K, right?
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. Alright, let's talk about the movies. A few movies dropped this weekend. The economy is reopening. Everyone's getting vaccinated. People want to go out again. So, it seems like the movies did pretty well this weekend. Let's read. Movie theaters made a comeback over Memorial Day weekend, raking in nearly $100 million. Domestic cinemas tallied nearly $100 million in ticket sales over the 4-day Memorial Day weekend. Paramount's A Quiet Place Part 2 boasted a $48.4 million 3-day haul for the highest film debut of the pandemic. Quick side note, I'm in Viacom CBS, they own Paramount. Let's go. Okay. Disney's Cruella grabbed $27 million during the 4-day weekend. Yeah, these were the two big movies that dropped this weekend. A Quiet Place 2 and Cruella. I really don't know anything about them, but I know A Quiet Place 2 got really good reviews. I don't know about Cruella, but it's Disney, and Disney generally makes good content, so I'm assuming that's good too. Right there, that's about $75 million, so 3/4 of the revenue made this weekend on movies came from just these two movies. Yeah, really good news for the economy as a whole. People are going back out again. The economy is reopening. People are spending their money. They want to be outside. And it's good news for AMC because I'm sure most of these sales came from AMC just because they're really the last big chain movie theater company left. This is a good segue into our AMC article, so let's get to that. Meme stock AMC extends rally. Jumps 20% as theater chain sells new shares to an investor. This is the investor. Mudrick Capital bought 8.5 million shares of AMC, then reportedly sold them off for a profit. Key points. Mudrick Capital sold all of its stock in AMC Entertainment, according to Bloomberg News. AMC had disclosed the $230.5 million investment in a securities filing posted before the opening bell Tuesday. According to Bloomberg, the decision to dispose of the stake came after the firm concluded that AMC's stock was overvalued. So Mudrick bought 8.5 million shares at $27 a piece and then dumped it at like 30 something. The high was 33.53, so they dumped it at 30 something, I'm assuming. Honestly, this doesn't really make sense to me. A lot of things don't make sense to me here. First of all, they dilute the shares, they dilute the share price. They raise more capital, AMC I'm talking about. They sell an additional 8.5 million shares to raise capital. And when you do offerings like this, it dilutes the shares, dilutes the share price. So usually the stock price goes down. But for some reason, the apes took this as positive news. Well, I guess because, now they have another $231 million to invest in the company. They're going to renovate the movie theaters to look better, paying down some debt. They have a lot of debt. I mean, it's good news that they have more capital to do more things. But again, generally speaking, when you do an offering like this and you dilute your shares, generally the price goes down. So what happens? The price goes up 20%. I don't know. Nothing makes sense anymore, especially when it comes to these meme stocks. But it is what it is. So about Mudrick, so they think that AMC's overvalued, but yet they paid $27 a share for this, and then they dump it immediately, like on the same day. And I believe they made like $30 million on this. Yeah, see, they could have made more than $40 million on this. So the shares got offered at 27, they dump it at 30 something, make $40 million in one day. Not a bad day, huh? Not a bad day at all. So with that, let's get into the analysis. So here is AMC. So yeah, up 22.66% today. So first of all, congratulations to everyone with AMC. I know a lot of people are holding this. They refuse to sell. The apes are just holding. And they're going to sell at 100K, right?
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
So last week I said that the new lines of support and resistance are a bit unclear because we don't really have much data to go off of. But today we got more data and we can start to make better assumptions about the new lines of support and resistance. So it seems like there's a new line of resistance at 32, which is what it closed at today. That's what it opened at on Friday, and that's where it closes today. That seems to be one new point of resistance. Not quite sure about this one, but it does seem like there is a new line of support forming at around $26. And then below that, we have around 2050, and then we have the high of 36.72. At this current price at $32, if this goes to the upside, it can hit the next line of resistance, which is the all-time high of 36.72. Now, if this goes to the downside, this can come to the next point of support at 26. So the RSI is currently at 89, so just by the technicals, this does seem to be very overbought and overvalued. So it's more likely than not this is going to come back down before it goes back up. But again, this is a meme stock. Anything goes when it comes to meme stocks. Who knows? Hey, we'll see what happens. This is absolutely nuts. The saga continues. It's very entertaining to just sit on the sidelines and watch it all unfold. I did want to take a position at 9, but it rocketed up before that, so did not get the chance to get in at 9. But if this comes back down, I would like to take a position. But, you know, I got to stay disciplined. Please don't FOMO. No matter what, please don't FOMO. Buying in here, near the top, not the greatest idea. Even if it does go up, it's okay. It's okay. There's plenty of opportunities elsewhere. So I think the best move here would be sell or hold. Definitely don't buy. I don't think that's a smart idea. But, many apes will tell you otherwise. They're going to slam me in the comments. I already know. Whatever. So we'll see what happens. Okay. That's AMC. Now let's do GME. Okay, so here is GME. This is up 12.17% today. Alright, so this hasn't really changed since last week. Last week I said it was trading in this sideways channel, rectangle, whatever you want to call it. Between 260 and 220. This was sitting around 220. It closed on Friday, so it was sitting at the bottom of the channel. So today it finishes at 249. So it's still trading in between this rectangle here, the sideways channel. It's consolidating. If it breaks 260, this can go all the way back up to 350. But if this comes back down and breaks 220, this can go all the way back down to 150. I've been saying this for a couple of days now. Nothing new. On the RSI, the RSI is at around 68, so not quite overbought, but really close to that. But just looking at the chart, it's consolidating right now, and either way, whether it goes to the upside or downside, it looks like it's a pretty big move that's going to happen. From 260 to 350, that's a huge upside, and from 220 to 150, that's a huge downside. So no matter which way this goes, this is going to be, a lot of price action, a lot of price movement. I think the best thing to do here is just to hold. If this breaks out to the upside, consider riding it to 350. And if this breaks to the downside below 220, not financial advice, maybe it's time to paper hands. Maybe. But again, a lot of apes will disagree with me. They're going to hold no matter what. Hold until, I don't know what GME is going to. They don't have a price target on that. The apes are holding and refusing to sell until the shorts are squeezed. Yeah, that's GME. Nothing new about this. Already said it for last couple of days now. So yeah, keep a close eye on the support and resistance lines of 260 and 220. It's consolidating, and there's going to be a big movement soon, either to the upside or the downside. Okay, here's BlackBerry. BlackBerry is back. Who would have thought? Everyone thought this was done. Apparently not. So BlackBerry is up 14.8% today, and I see it's going up in the aftermarket. So congratulations to everyone with BlackBerry. So yeah, I got a level of resistance at around 12. So it pushed that on Friday, and it appears to be pushing that again. Seems like it wants to break out of the $12 resistance. And if it does, it can go all the way to 14, around like 1420, 1430 is the next level of resistance I got. And if it comes back down, the next level of support is around 970. Not too much data to go off of, but it seems like if this breaks 1420, the next level of resistance would be 1950. So pretty big upside there if this breaks 1420. If this falls down back to 970 and it breaks that, it can come all the way back down to $8. But there's definitely way more upside to this than there is downside. Now, the RSI is at 76. So this is currently in overbought and overvalued territory. So I would just advise everyone, be careful. Please be cautious. I would not FOMO into this personally. Right now, I think that'd be kind of dangerous. But I do see a cup and handle developing. If you follow my cursor, well, first of all, a cup and handle is like when you see a U shape, and then it breaks down like halfway. It pulls back halfway. That the U shape is your cup, and the handle is the little pullback. So we see our cup here. Here's the U shape. If this comes back down to 970, this could break out after that, because then the cup and handle would be complete. And when you see that, it's likely to break out. Just a observation there. Yes, that is BlackBerry. This is OEG, Orbital Energy Group. This was a trending stock today. It's up 115% today, so congratulations to everyone who caught this. And it's even going up in the after hours, so still running. First of all, I don't know what's up with these energy stocks now. First it was the biotech going crazy. Now it seems like there's a rotation into energy, and all these energy stocks are absolutely blowing up. But let's just take a look at this here. So right off the bat, there is a gap up at around 370. So when there's a gap up, that usually means that it's going to come back down to where it gapped. Not guaranteed, but generally speaking, this usually happens. So there's a good chance this is going to come back down to 370. We see we have a lot of volume today. A lot of volume. 230 million volume. Stock's only been around for about a year. But, yeah. Today, 230 million volume, by far the biggest volume day ever for this stock. The RSI is sitting at 80, so this is officially overbought and overvalued territory. My personal opinion, I would sell. First of all, if I was holding this, I would sell. It went up 115%. You really can't expect too much more. I mean, maybe it'll go up again. We saw VTNR. That was absolutely crazy, which we'll discuss in a second. But usually when a stock goes up 115%, over 100%, it's coming back down. Not guaranteed, but generally speaking, it comes back down. You can't expect this thing to run that much. So I think it's going to come back down. I personally would sell. I don't know what more you want. If you caught this, you did real good. You're printing the tendies. Technicals say this is overbought. It's confirmed by the volume. Again, we have a gap up at 370. So just looking at the chart, I don't like this too much. It seems like it's coming back down. I personally would sell this, and definitely don't FOMO. you probably get caught bag holding. Not financial advice. If you feel like you've missed this, it's okay. Maybe this will come back down and you could jump in at a lower price. Or if it goes up, it's all right. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. If you missed it, you missed it. That doesn't mean you should FOMO in. There's plenty of opportunities elsewhere in the market. So that's Orbital Energy Group. We shall see what happens with this in the next few trading sessions, but I predict this is coming back down. Here's VTNR. Full disclosure, a little bit of background. If you guys haven't seen last week, I shorted this one at 420. It jumped up to 650. I was like, oh, hell no. I'm out of here. Cut my losses. And today, it goes up again. Absolutely nuts. It finishes up 10%. It finishes at 859, and I see in the aftermarket it is pulling back a little bit more. But at one point, this almost hit $11 today. So first of all, if you had this at 150, congratulations to you. You really hit the jackpot here. Like I said last week, in all of my years in investing, I've only seen something like this a handful of times. You really don't see this very often, where something goes from 150 to 11 bucks in 3 trading sessions. That is absolutely insane. You know, this is not typical. Double gaps aren't too uncommon, but this one had a triple gap. Actually, I guess not, because this did come down. But initially, earlier in the day, this was a triple gap. I was looking at this like, what? I was trying to think about when the last time I saw a triple gap was. It's been a long time. You really don't see that often. If we look at the volume, the last 3 trading sessions, by far the most volume this has ever done. On the first day this exploded, it was 260 million volume, then 240 million volume, and then today we have about 125 million volume. So the volume is decreasing. It is coming back to normal. The RSI is at 96, so extremely overbought and overvalued. And by all indications, this does appear like this is going to pull back. This does appear like 1088 was the high. Just looking at this, it seems like it's going to come crashing down. But that's what I thought when this went from 150 all the way to $5. I thought it was going to crash down, but I don't want to say it will, because you never know. The past week of trading for this thing has been absolutely nuts. But, you know, just based on the RSI, based on the volume, based on the gaps, this does appear like it's going to pull back. So, yes, that is VTNR. Personally, if you caught this and you rode this crazy ride all the way up, I think now is the time to sell. If you caught this at 150, I really don't know what more you want. So that's a 5-bagger or something like that. Something absolutely insane. So, don't get greedy. Yes, not financial advice. I would recommend sell. If you're thinking about buying this, I'd advise not to do that. I'd advise to wait a little bit to see if you can get this at a lower price, a much lower price, or just move on. There's plenty of opportunities elsewhere. So yes, this is VTNR. Absolutely insane. But it seems like the mania is over. It seems like the madness is over, and this is coming back down to earth. So we shall see what happens to this one in the next few trading sessions. Will be interesting. This is VTNR Vertex Energy. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.